Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. So today I thought I would talk about some of my favourite Netflix original TV shows. As you all know, I watch a lot of Netflix. I mean, a lot of Netflix. And over the years I have seen many a Netflix original show, so today I thought I would share my favourites with you. So to kick off this list, I thought I would talk about one of Netflix's most recent original TV shows and my new obsession, Sex Education. This is a British coming-of-age comedy drama show based around the character of Otis, played by Asa Butterfield, who is a very socially awkward, sexually inexperienced teenage boy going into his next year of school, into sixth form, and he decides to set up an underground sex clinic with the sort of bad girl of the school, Maeve Wiley. And all while dealing with this, he also has to deal with his own issues of sexuality and discovering sex, and his sort of overbearing sex therapist mother, played by Gillian Anderson. As I said, Sex Education is my new obsession. I love this show. I can't emphasize enough how good it is and how you all need to watch it. This show is funny, touches upon taboo subjects, is a realistic portrayal of teenage life when it comes to sex. It is graphic, but in the most essential way, and it's actually educational. It's called Sex Education, and it's educational? Wait, what? I'm a tiny bit biased here because it is a British TV show and I'm from the UK, so I kind of love it. And I also just love coming of age stories, really. Funny thing about Sex Education is that it's set in modern day, but the clothes are sort of 70s, 80s vibes. It has a 70s and 80s soundtrack. They don't wear school uniforms. It's a little bit Americanized, I suppose, but it's very much British and British humour and British actors, which I absolutely love. It gives a lot of homage to sort of old John Hughes movies, but it's very much a British show. I love that. It's so stylish and it's got such great aesthetic. Each episode sort of tells a new story of a new client of Maeve and Otis, while also following their two storylines, and just all the characters in this show are so different. There is so much diversity. It's crazy. I love it. And all the characters here are just super lovable. It's been a while since I've been this obsessed with a TV show. It just got renewed for a second season, which I cannot wait for. So yeah, Sex Education, one of Netflix's best original shows. Doing a complete 180 from a comedy drama, we have Dark, which is a German time travel drama show. Oh my goodness. If you do not already know, I'm obsessed with Dark. I have been obsessed with it since finishing it, and I'm still currently obsessed with it. Dark tells the story of a small town in Germany called Weiden, where two boys go missing, and all things start to get very strange until the residents of the town realise this has all happened before. That is pretty much all I'm going to tell you about Dark, because you need to go into this show knowing as little as possible in order for it to blow your mind, like it has to me twice now. This storytelling is intricate, it's detailed, it's clever, it's mind-bending. I absolutely love it. I love the aesthetic of the show, the acting, the writing, the storytelling, as I said, is incredible. It is a dark, bleak show, but it will suck you in and you won't be able to stop watching. I would recommend that you watch this with German dialogue and English subtitles, because the dubbing is terrible and it's just way more effective if you hear it in the original language, just because, you know, it portrays the drama, yada yada yada. It's just better with German language, okay? Up next is a documentary series, and that is Dark Tourist. It's presented by this guy named David Farrier, who travels to different locations throughout the world where there are dark tourist spots. So like a tourist spot would be the Eiffel Tower or Big Ben, but dark tourist spots are things that are out of the ordinary, strange, and just plain weird. The presenter, David Farrier, is such a nice, wholesome, funny guy that this contrast with these weird dark places is just hilarious. And I'd never heard about dark tourism before watching the show, and I just found it really interesting how there's all these different experiences you can have with dark tourism. it's just weird and insane, and I kind of like that sort of stuff. So Dark Tourist is a good one if you like out of the ordinary things and if you like documentary series especially. Next up is one of the Marvel Netflix shows, and it is Daredevil. Daredevil was the first and original Marvel Netflix show, and it is the best. Factually, it is the best one. Personally, I love this one. It was something I'd never seen before, especially considering it was a Marvel production. Marvel films tend to keep it on the down low with all the gore and the fighting and stuff, but this one, Daredevil, knocks out of the park. It's gory, it's realistic, it's gritty. Absolutely love it. Matt Murdock as a character is super, super interesting. Love the fighting style, love the directing style, the cinematography, everything in Daredevil is great. They keep you hooked in every single season. Personally, my favourite season is season 3. If you love Marvel films or gritty superhero films, definitely recommend Daredevil if you haven't already seen it. Next up is a TV show which you could have probably guessed was going to be on this list because everybody loves it. And that is Stranger Things. If you've not seen Stranger Things, not really sure what rock you've been living under. It's a phenomenon. Stranger Things is set in the 80s and follows a group of boys who are best friends, and one of the boys, Will Byers, goes missing. And they find out that the lab called Hawkins Lab in Indiana has been doing weird government experiments, and there's this big monster, and then there's this girl called 11 who has telepathic mind powers, and all this crazy shit goes down. You've seen Stranger Things, you know what goes on. Of course, it was going to be one of my favourites. I was obsessed from the first trailer of Stranger Things. I love 80s movies. I love anything that sort of pays homage to old Steven Spielberg, and anything that pays homage to like 80s films, I am there. Anything that has 80s aesthetic or music or anything, I am there. It also has a fantastic child cast, it has a compelling plot, and I obviously am obsessed with it. It's Stranger Things. Of course it was going to be on my list. And if you haven't seen it already, stop this video and go do that. You're welcome. Next up is a Netflix original show that I feel like went severely under the radar, even though I have heard many people love this, including myself, and that is Sense8. Now, Sense8 tells the story of 8 individuals around the world who suddenly can feel each other's feelings and hear each other's thoughts. And they are known as a cluster. Sense8 is such a fantastically written and cinematic show that I was just super, super sucked in and invested from the first episode. You get to learn so much about these 8 different characters and love them individually as well as in a group. And over the 2 seasons and final episode that they had, I was just super invested in this story. It kind of reminded me of one of my favourite TV shows, which was Heroes, and it was just something I'd never seen before, really. They filmed in 8 different countries around the world, and the way they do it is just so fantastic. It all looks gorgeous, and everyone acting wise is incredible. The story is incredible. It's just a worldwide cinematic masterpiece, if I'm honest with you. Netflix really knocked it out of the park with Sense8, but sadly it got cancelled and only got a final episode. But you know, there's 2 seasons and a final episode to watch, so, or and a Christmas special. But yeah, go watch that. I absolutely love Sense8. And my last favourite for Netflix original shows is Queer Eye, which is a reality show. This follows the Fab Five, which are 5 gay guys who go around the deep south of America, makeovering people who kind of need a little boost of confidence in their life. They just want to help people, really. The fact about Queer Eye is it's not a makeover show, meaning you are not good enough how you are now. It is more of a get to know the person and know what the person wants to improve on and help them with that. The show can get extremely funny or extremely emotional, and the Fab Five just bring all their different personalities to each episode, and they just have such great character in them. All they want to do for these people is help them in any way they can, whether it's Jonathan with their hair or helping them cook like Anthony does, or Karamo who helps them more with personal issues. I just love each and every one of them, and it's just good wholesome reality TV, and you don't get a lot of that these days. So there you have it, guys. Those are my favourite Netflix original shows. Let me know what some of your favourite Netflix original shows are down below in the comments. Give me recommendations. I welcome them. I feel like there are some great shows out there that I have just not discovered yet. I hope you guys found these recommendations useful. I hope you guys check these shows out. You will not be disappointed. If you liked this video, please be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing lots more videos very, very soon. All my social media links are down below in the description if you want to come follow me. And always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye!